Hello, doing a recording here of Fortnite. We're testing a GTX 1070 paired with the Xeon E5 1650, which is a 6-core, 12-thread processor, and we were playing Fortnite. These are the settings here. We're at 1080, 1920 by 1080p on all epic settings. And yeah, you can always pause the video right here. Just confirm the settings, and yeah, we'll be starting our game now. We were playing a Fortnite game mode called Team Rumble to test the game out. And yeah, you can either watch the FPS counter at the top right hand corner of the screen or the top left hand corner. We're just dropping right now. Again, this is Fortnite on a GTX 1070 paired with the Xeon E5 1650. I found on epic settings you can expect anywhere from 90 to say about 120 FPS. That's on epic settings. It'll vary. Like right now, yeah, you can see we're close to that 120 mark. When you're out, I don't say, yeah, outdoors, you'll get different frame rate just because you have to load a larger scene. Yeah, I would just recommend watch the FPS counter and you can just watch this gameplay. This will be probably about a 10-minute video. We'll be going over the epic settings, high settings, medium settings, and low settings. And yeah. And definitely, if you guys have any questions about this system, reach out to me through, yeah, just reach out to me. I'd be happy to answer them, and if there's any way I can help, that's always great because, yeah. So again, we are on epic settings, and yeah, we're running around about 90 FPS right now. Really smooth. And I am recording and playing at the same time, and so will you. Like, you'll be able to do that as well on this system. We're using NVIDIA Shadow Play, I believe what it's called. It's we're recording our gameplay using the graphics card, so that's cool. It's pretty much a two-in-one feature. You can game and record at the same time. So if you ever had aspirations for creating YouTube videos or something like that, like this system will definitely meet those criteria. It's perfect for 1080p, 1440p gaming at epic settings. You can play all AAA titles at like max settings, which is nice, at smooth frame rate, which is also good. As well, if you're looking for a system that'll do like photo editing or video editing and rendering, like having the 6-core 12-thread Xeon is also perfect for that because it gives you the option to do multitasking or those higher or more intensive CPU workloads, like rendering, for example. But yeah, we're running around now at still epic settings. I'll switch them down to high settings at 1920 by 1080p, and our frame rate will now be anywhere from about 100 to about 120. Right now we're looking at a tree, we're getting 130 FPS, but yeah, looking away there, 115, 112, 106, 105, and yeah. Oh. Whoops. But yeah, high settings, anywhere from 100 to 120 FPS is what you can expect with this system. Like the CPU is a little older, so it's definitely not going to perform any like you're not going to get 300 frames per second like some of the newer CPUs will get at the lowest settings, which are like some people prefer, but will it offer like a nice 60, 100 FPS experience at high settings? Yes. And in most cases, that's like, for myself, I'm a casual gamer and I enjoy high visual settings. Like, give me at least 60 FPS, 1080p, and I'm happy. This system meets that criteria, so if you're like that kind of gamer, you can run your settings high and enjoy that very smooth 60 FPS, 80 FPS, 100 FPS experience at the highest settings. So what I will do now is switch the settings down to medium. And I'll put epic view distance. I think having epic view distance is crucial in this game. It doesn't make a huge difference, so in terms of performance, but in terms of like gameplay, it makes a pretty decent performance. Like a pretty decent, I guess, quality of life, because you can see players from further away. And again, you can watch the frame rate in either the top right-hand corner of the screen or the top left-hand corner of the screen. And on medium settings, I found anywhere from about 100 to 180 FPS is what you can expect. Oh, coming in hot. Again, the cool thing with this system is that it gives you that versatility in the sense that you can record and game at the same time, and you probably can stream at the same time. That's something I'm going to be testing soon. Yeah, so it's a great option as well for creating, like, as I mentioned earlier, like videos and stuff like that. Right now, again, we are running at medium settings, getting close to about 100, like, yeah, 120, 150 frames per second, which is really nice and smooth. And recording at 1080p, 60 frames per second, so that's cool. What I will do is swap it to low settings, quickly go over that, run it for a minute or two, and that should give you a pretty solid idea of how this system will play a game like Fortnite. And as well, it'll play a lot of AAA title games at epic settings at above 60 frames per second, even pushing 100 frames per second, which is cool. And like, I'm only testing Fortnite here, or I have a recording only of Fortnite, but if there are other games that you want to see tested, I highly recommend to go on YouTube and just search GTX 1070 E5 1650 and then your game title. Like, I know there's probably stuff for, like, what kind of games? GTA 5. It's an older title. Apparently a lot of people still like it. But yeah. Play it out for another 2 more minutes or so, and then we'll end it there. But yeah, this is the GTX 1070 paired with the Xeon. The 6-core is E5 1650 Xeon. And yeah, it runs at, once it's turboed up, it runs at pretty much 3.5 gigahertz across all cores, which is a nice speed, so yeah. And as I mentioned earlier, like, you're not going to be pushing that 200, 300 frames per second average at 1080p, but if you're more like a casual gamer like I am, or you can play comfortably like I can at 150, 120, 100 FPS, then the system will definitely fit your needs. Otherwise, if you need 300 frames per second, I recommend buying a brand new system for, like, yeah, Yeah, buying a brand new system. It will cost a lot more, but if you need it, that's what you get. But on a budget, like to be able to play games max settings at 1080p or 1440p, this is a great option. And yeah, I'll leave the recording there. Again, if you guys have any questions about the system or are interested, definitely send me a message and I'll get right back to you as well. Like, I'm always here and I'm always happy to help. So yeah, please reach out and look forward to meeting you. Thanks.